Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Art with Ray. I am Ray and we are going to continue the color along from the Sherlock Holmes Gnomes page. From the last time that we left off, we had done everything but the background. So we're going to do the background today and then we're going to start another one of these little round things. If you did not see the first part, you do have to watch the video that's called Castle Arts Review. This was done as a demonstration in the Castle Arts Review, so you can catch up with that to get this done here, and then you'll be all caught up. Alright, so the background, I want to do a very pale color. I don't want to have anything taking away from the colors in the page. So I'm thinking about using lemon yellow light. I'm going to give it a sharpen, but I'm thinking that's the way I'm going to go. I don't want it to be too dark, so I don't want it to be too light. I want to just barely being able to be seen. Okay, so I did sharpen this pencil. Again, we're using lemon yellow light, call number 001. And for those people who have a heavy hand, the one way to make sure that you go light with the pencil is to change your grip from here to like the middle. And I'm going to do that to demonstrate it while I color the background here. But the further back you put your hand on the pencil, you won't be able to, it won't allow you to go dark at all. It won't allow you to go heavy-handed. So let's fill in here with lemon yellow light. And I'm just going in a circular motion. This is not a color that really can be seen that easily, especially with just one coat. So, I'm just going in and trying to, make sure that I get into all the areas, so that when we come back and do a second layer, it's even. Okay, we're going to go on for a second layer. I'm starting to see it now. I'm not sure if it's picked up by the camera or not, but I am seeing this color. Yeah, I'm seeing it okay. I don't know, I'm looking at my camera now. I don't know that I think you can barely see it. So I'm going to do one more layer of this. And I think it'll be just dark enough to be seen better and to make it look like it's not so light or white. Okay, and we are completed. So, guys, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. I just want to figure out the best way to see the next part. We're going to, well, you know what? I don't think I have to do that. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oops, out, not in. We're going to be doing this one here. So, let's see. Let's zoom it back in, see where we can get the best way for you guys to see it. Let's do that. Sorry guys, just trying to get this as good as possible for everyone to be able to see. Okay, I'm just going to push the camera back just a little bit. It's still not able to be seen. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And zoom out just a little bit. Sorry guys. I just want to make sure that everyone gets the best possible view of this. Okay, I think that's the best that I'm going to be able to do. So again, we are using Castle Arts 120 soft touch pencils. So if you have those pencils, please take them out and color along with me. And if you do not, my Colourful Country Life, she has a color coordination kind of system where she takes 6 or 7 of the best or the most popular brands, and she kind of gives you what would compare to what thing. So let's say there's this Castle Arts. What would Castle Arts convert to Arteza or to Luminous or whatever? I'll link her video where she discusses that, and also where she gives you the download. I'll link that video in the description. So, but you should be able to follow along even if with whatever pencil set you're using, because that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so let's get started with the hair. Last time we did his hair fairly dark, and we're gonna do it still pretty dark, but not as dark, I want to say. So I think we're gonna start out. Well, let me see what we're gonna use. We're gonna use terracotta. Here. We're gonna be using terracotta. That's call number 013. We're going to be using cinnamon. The call number is 012. We are going to be using brown ochre. Call number 115. And finally, we are going to be using Walnut Brown. Call number 117. Okay, so we're going to do this from light to dark so that we can really see a lot of the colors coming through. And also I'm going to blend it with the white pencil like we did last time because I really, really like the way that that worked. Okay, so let's come on in with our lightest color, which would be the terracotta. And we're just going to do a light layer over the entire hair. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Sunday here, and I'm just relaxing today. I wanted to record this because a lot of people were interested in following along, which I'm really happy about. That makes me very happy. So this will be, like I said before, in a series of videos until we're finished this page. Okay, next we're going to go in with cinnamon 012, and we're going over. We're just going to go right over the top of the terracotta. Again, just light layers. We don't want to push the tooth of the paper down yet because we still have a few colors left to come in. Next, brown umber, call number 115. Again, we're just layering all of these colors on top of each other, from lighter to darker. Okay. Next we have walnut brown, number 117. Okay, just working in working in circles. It helps to hide the pencil marks. This one actually I want to go a second layer over. So we're going to go over it again. Because we still have quite a bit of the white of paper showing. I mean, that's not going to be an issue once we burnish it. But you know what? I'm going to add an additional color. I wasn't going to, but I am now. I'm going to add Dyke Brown to this. Dyke Brown, call number 069. And again, right over the top of what you have now. All these colors, right over the top of all these colors. And I'm pressing down a little bit harder because I do want to make sure that I get the white space covered, or as much of the white space covered as I can before I go in with the white pencil. And I'm going to do a second layer of this one too. So now we have quite a bit of pigment on the paper, so that also helps us in blending. You know, the more layers you have, the easier it is to blend. Okay, so let's come in with the white pencil, and we're just going to go in circles and move this pigment around and blend all these colors together. Okay, this part of his hair looks much lighter, so I'm going to go backwards now. We're going to go from dark to light all around the hair again. Now with that white on there, you're going to feel some resistance just because it feels like it might have burnished, you know, depending on how hard you went down with the white pencil. If you're happy with the way your results are, that's great. You don't have to change it, but I just want to fix it for myself. Okay, Walnut Brown, 117. I like when I have some mistakes on camera because it shows everyone that, you know, we all make mistakes, and most mistakes are easily fixable. Okay. Brown Umber, 115. Cinnamon, 012. And Terracotta, 013. Okay, and let's take the white pencil once again and just blend it all together. And this time I'm not using as much pressure as I did before because there is a lot of pigment on the paper, and I just want it to, you know, move around a little bit and want everything to be seen as much as it can be. And I did go out of the lines, which I could just leave alone and just fix with the background, but I get annoyed by it because I know it's there. So, just gonna quickly take an eraser to that and go. I think that's it, right? No, sorry. Okay, so we got the hair done. Next, let's go in and do his skin tone. If you remember last time, skin tone is not my forte. I'm not good with it, but they do give us a flesh light, a flesh, and a flesh deep. So this time I think I'm going to go in with flesh because last time we went in with flesh light and we had to go a few times over it. So I'm going to do a very light layer of the flesh rather, on his face, his ear, and his hands. So again, we're using flesh. Oops, can't see it. We're using flesh, call number 019. And we're going to go very, very lightly over his face. And circular motions, so that helps to hide the pencil marks. Okay, so I'm gonna go over it one more time very lightly. And then I'm going to just go in here a little darker where there's these lines here, just for shading purposes. And then also up in here where the hairline, underneath the hairline there would be shading, so it'd be a little darker. Okay, let's take the white pencil and very, very gently just blend this in. I'm going to go back in with flesh because I think the white pencil took too much of it away, made it too light. So I guess with the white pencil, using a light color like this, the white's going to show up more. But I mean, it's not often, at least for me, that I have to worry about that. So at least that's good. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with the way the face is coming, especially since I'm really not good with flesh in faces and stuff. Never have been. Don't have any practice with it, honestly. Okay, we're going to do his hand here. We're going to do 2 coats like we did last time. And leave it. We're not going to use the white pencil. And his other hand here. So I'm not sure how well the flesh tone is coming out at the camera, but if you're doing it in your home and you're following along, it's there. Okay, so now we have to think about the bathrobe and what color we might want to make that. So this looks like it's kind of more of a spooky scene. So I'm wondering if maybe we get a Mulberry, like a really dark purple, or a Delft Blue would be good. You know what? I'm thinking, let me just quickly look at this swatch quickly so I can see. But I'm thinking I'm going to do this. Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm going to use Mulberry, call number 039. And this is not the only color we're going to use. We're going to use a few colors. And I'm just going to grab them so I have them ready available. Okay, alright, so we're going to start out with Mulberry. And we're just going to do a very light layer. Remember circular motions, because it helps to hide our pencil marks. And we'll do the shading and stuff after. Let's just get the pigment on the paper first. One thing I do really like about these pencils is you barely have to touch it, and as soon as you touch the paper, the color instantly shows up on the paper, which is great. Also really good for people who have problems with their hands or their wrists, and they can't, push down hard on a colored pencil, and it just hurts their hands. This is so much better for them, as you don't really need any pressure to get the color out. Like I said, we're just doing a very light layer right now, and then after we get the pigment on the paper, we're going to do the next color, and it will all start to come together. If you can avoid coloring in the little thing here, that would be good, because we're going to go in with a very different color for that. So if you can get around it without issue, great. If not, that's cool too. There's no judgments. We all color our own way, and we're all at different stages of where we're coloring, and really it's about having fun, relieving stress and anxiety, and just, overall well-being. I think we take that for granted. A lot of times we're so busy, we have so much going on, and work is way more hours than it used to be, or whatever the case might be. We don't find time for ourselves to do something just for us. And after a while, that can wear on you quite a bit. Okay, so that's the first layer. So we're going to go and put in the second layer now of the same color. So purple is the color of royalty, the color of concentration. So Sherlock Holmes, uses a lot of concentration skills. So he might actually wear a purple robe. And if not, well, he does in this world. Still doing those circles. Okay, we're going to go in with our second color, which will be Mauve Deep, and that's color number 090. And we're going to go over what we just did. We're just going to layer it right over the top. Again, in that circular motion to hide your pencil strokes. And the neighbor is playing music. I hope it's not showing up on this video. If it is, guys, I'm sorry. I live in New York City, so, it's pretty loud. Okay, we are going to do a second coating of this also. I want a lot of pigment on the paper before we come in with the white pencil. This way it doesn't make it look white in areas that we really don't want it to look white. Okay, and we'll go in with our final color, which is Purple Lake Deep, color number 038. And again, we're just going right over the top of what we just did. And we're going to blend all these purple colors together, and it should look really nice. Again, we're going to do 2 coats of this also. Okay, now on the second coat, we're going to go a little bit more, we're going to put a little more pressure down because we want to kind of get as much of the white paper hidden as possible, especially when we're going to go in now with the white pencil. So we're just going to do another one with this last layer, and like not hard pressure, but more medium pressure. And if you get out of the lines a little bit, don't worry about it, because we'll fix that when we do the background here. Alright, we're going to go now in with the white pencil, and we're going to try to blend it all out. So we're using titanium white 070. And it's blending the purples together very nicely. You might have to come in with this with a blender pencil also, just because I'm not seeing exactly the way I want it. So I'm going in now with my Prismacolor Colorless Blender pencil. You can tell I use it a lot, it's tiny. And we're just going to come in and we are going to, pretty hard now at this point, do circular motions to cut the tooth of the paper. Kill the tooth of the paper so that it's all filled in, and you get to see all the colors blended together very nicely. As you can see, as I do my circles and the colors blend, you can see all the different colors showing out. It actually looks really nice. And again, if these get covered up or whatever, don't worry too much about it. We'll fix all of that. Yeah, see, like down in here, made kind of a ugly mark here. Okay, anywhere else? Right here. Alright, that works for now. Okay, so here on his like the little belt thing, I'm gonna go in with Delft Blue. Delft Blue 041. Because this is a bit darker color in a lot of ways, and it should stand out a little bit. If you got pigment on this already, you know, you might have to go in a little bit harder to get this to show up. Okay, and looks like I missed a spot right here, so I'm just going to go in with Mulberry and just cover that up real quick. Okay, so oh, we forgot his neck. Flesh 019. And I'm just looking to see how long this video's been running. Okay, so it's been 29 minutes. Alright guys, I don't want to extend the video too much longer. I want to make these shorter videos so that, you know, everyone can follow along, and it just makes it a lot easier. So thank you so much for watching part 2, and I look forward to coloring this with you in part 3. Thanks guys.